I'm honored to make a presentation as a keynote speaker this week.
And our keynote speakers will have 30 minutes to make their presentation.
My name is Joji Watanabe. I'd like to make a presentation as a Japanese consultant engaged in various turnaround management and government national strategy development. And I have been consulting for more than 30 years. I was consulting in Singapore in 1980s, and since then I was engaged in various projects in Asia, Africa, and CIED. I have studied a lot of national strategies, how they can implement. And in my today's presentation, I'd like to talk about two countries. One is Singapore, because I was consulting there, and also another example is Ireland. Ireland was the poorest country in the Western Europe, but it exceeded the GNI per capita of UK, and also they are making more money than Japanese. Singaporeans are making almost twice as much as Japanese now. My concept has Kaizen. If you Google Kaizen, you can find more documents than Buddha or Jesus Christ. Because Kaizen make people healthier and wealthier. And Kenzen, this means sound on the long term. And then the value management, customer orientation. Value is not for you. Value is for your customers. Then you can improve your behavior, your service, and products. And small meetings. Small meetings are important rather than big meetings. In communist countries, big meetings are very appreciated. Big guy comes out and says something. But the important thing is you have small meetings in your class, in a university, in your community, and your society. Now, these are successful cases. I'm a miracle boy, actually, as a consultant. My friends tell me, why can you do that? But I'm not doing something strange. I'm doing only a systematic approach, having small meetings, so many small meetings. Kazakhstan, I applied sales 5 whys. 5 whys are something like you can ask whys 5 times. Why? 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 And why? And why? Why? Okay? And then this is Russia, customer orientation. In communism, there's no customers. And at the end, the vice president said in the back, he said, he's the customer. And all people should be oriented to customers. And then Mongolia, that job is fun. Job is fun. In the Japanese business concept, job is fun. That's why they do a good job. Unnecessary for customers, but they do their jobs because they enjoy it. In Kenya, a song of Kaizen. Kaizen, I produced Kaizen and they sang a lot. Mongolia has great opportunities to develop its economy quickly, just as Singapore from the 1980s and Ireland from the 90s. If you have good strategy, if you have good approach, then you can develop your country very quickly because you're a small country. It is easy to unite the people. Why you have to unite your people? Because you are using the same currency. You are using the same currency. If Mongolians have a lot of misbehavior, your currency goes down. Foreign investors don't come. If your people are misbehaving in front of the people, then bad ones will come. If you have bad behavior amongst the people, you are selecting bad guys to Mongolia. If you are doing better jobs in front of the foreign people, good companies will come. Any countries can change in about 15 years. Like Singapore, they're making twice as much as Japanese. Unfortunately, I was consulting, I was talking about how to improve technology and so on. They're making more. 80,000 US dollars per person. Japanese, $40,000 per person. Okay? Mongolia should establish a shared vision. Vision is important. We, engineers, scientists, and Buddhists, should establish a new methodology. Because we are Buddhists. I'm a Buddhist. I'm proud of being a Buddhist. Mongolia, most of the Mongolians are Buddhist. Science can go along with Buddhism. Because if I learn what Buddha said, they are very much science and engineering. I can accept what Buddha said as a scientist, as an engineer, because my original profession was an engineer working for Royal Dutch Shell. I was an oil refinery, I was a process engineer. We can apply good Japanese management practice. Bottom up, top down, small meetings, or as you say, because the Western democracy looks obsolete. I say Western democracy looks very much obsolete. Japan, Singapore had a good progress in a short time because it's a dictatorship. I call it, you need to have a democratic dictatorship. That is my suggestion. Democratic dictatorship is a must for you to develop your country very quickly. And the concept is Eenterprise Mongolia as a new concept. Tournament deliberative democracy to choose and develop good leadership at schools, communities, societies, and so on. I say the Westerners invented democracy and communism, but they look obsolete now. We have dilemma between politics and economics. A lot of people in any country, people are complaining our politics are strange, politicians are doing not right things. But politicians are doing right things as politicians. People are in the economics. They are concerned about money. Money is important. Jobs are important. Employment is important. People are talking about economics. Politicians are doing politics. Therefore, there's a discrepancy. But my suggestion is you can solve this dilemma. Quality is imperative. Whatever you do, quality is more important. Singaporeans defined quality as a state of mind. This is the same as Buddha said. State of mind is very important. In communism, quantity is important. We produce this amount of rice. We produce the amount of this flour. We produce cotton like this. All people during in the harvesting, all people including professors and principals and everybody, doctors, medical doctors, go to the field and harvest cotton. That's communism. Small meetings and create human relations are very important. Father, mother talk to their children, children talk to their father and mother. That is very important. This is small meeting. Many QCCs. Singaporeans was astonishing to Japanese because Singaporeans applied Japanese management concept to their government agencies. Quality control circle, small meetings. Japanese engineers were surprised to see that. How can Singaporeans are applying Japanese management concept in manufacturing sector? How can they do that? But they applied in the government sectors, registration system, thousands of quality control circles in all Singaporean government agencies. They looked at their own countries as enterprises. And also there's a word Enterprise Island. This is the government agency responsible for the development and growth of Irish enterprises in world markets. Case study of Singapore, because they solved the problem of dilemma between politics and economics. Each time, they have one concept, manufacturing. Tourism from 1970s, finance from 1980s, convention. It's crazy. Singapore is a small country, but they have huge airport. They have huge convention centers. They have huge exhibition centers. Are you crazy? They're not crazy. They did it for their economic development. Medicine, academic research center. Unless you have a kind of dictator, you can't do that. So I'm suggesting to Mongolia, Mongolia is a big country in terms of the area, therefore you can have democratic dictatorship. Big meetings and small meetings. Characteristic of small meeting is you can ask questions. You can ask questions to your parents. Children can ask questions to their teachers. Small meeting is like that. But if you have only a big meeting, you cannot ask questions. If you participate in a seminar in Japan, for instance, politics, you cannot ask questions. Politicians are talking only. Ha! What's this? No small meetings. That's a problem with Japanese politics. Small meetings is very important. Big meeting is, for instance, a general election. It's a big meeting. Nothing can be solved. Nothing can be solved by the elections. Because it's a big meeting. If you have so many small meetings before elections, if you have so many meetings after the elections, you can solve problems. This is a kind of big meeting. But if you have small meetings, you can solve problems. Small meetings and big meetings together can solve problems. Leadership, election system is an issue. Election is a big meeting. Inadequate information, don't care attitude by voters, number of candidates too small in Japan. No election is possible in more than 30, 40 communities in Japan. No elections. No one becomes candidates. Just one. 75 years old guy, not attractive at all. I am a candidate, and people don't care. No election is possible. Influenced by big organizations, inappropriate influence by media, very few experienced hands-on realities. Politicians are doing politics only. They don't have hands-on experiences. They don't have small meetings. They have no knowledge on the market. They create strange policies, and people are complaining. That's a Japanese case. No one tells who vote, who zero bottom-up, no community building. That's a problem. Japanese case. If you apply this is a suggestion at your school, any school. If you have 1,250 people, if you apply 20% of the election rate at having small meetings, so many small meetings. For instance, 5 people, students, elect one. And then you can find 250, and then 50, 10. If you have 1, 2, 4, 5. Okay, if you have 1, 2, 4, 5, you can select 2. Only 4 layers of discussions. By small meetings, you can have 2 leaders. Those 2 leaders have hands-on experience on market because they have all the information from the people, and they are all connected to 1,250 by small meetings. So even 1,250 students can elect 2 leaders by 4 times of small meetings. And this guy, most of them don't have to go to meetings so many times, just one time. At the meeting, you have discussions on current issues. You have ideal and target vision. You discuss barriers and solutions. Don't discuss programs. When they have difference in opinions, there are 4 reasons. Difference in knowledge, difference in experience, difference in preconditions or definition of the issue, and difference in logical flow to come to a conclusion. These are 4 reasons why you have differences in opinions. Now, deliberative tournament election. This is not for election. This is for small meetings, okay? Small meetings and big meetings. Bottom up and top down. Kaizen and Kenzen. Warriors and warriors. Warriors and warriors. When you implement new things, new ideas, you're worried. Is it possible? But you need to challenge. You need to be a warrior samurai. You need to challenge, you know? Warriors. You have to be worried about the outcome. DTE will be conducted at the Graduate School of Business Administration. I think I want to apply this this Saturday. I want to explain this. This is a first trial actually, but this is a combination of my successful experiences. I'm sure that that can be successful because they can select good leaders at school. This is just talking about schools, students, union. Okay, this is a problem of Mongolian economy. You can push young generation to education system, but industry should pull. When you have weak industries, then you have a problem. This is another big picture of Mongolia. So many foreign players. Little number of Mongolian players. Why I show this? Because Mongolia is a part of international global market. So when you develop young people should be competitive enough with other foreign competitors. This is a Japanese strategy. When they see foreign products, many Japanese companies dismantle, analyze, and they attack with similar and better products and eliminate from the Japanese market. A lot of people, Europeans, Americans, other people say Japanese are not fair because they all discriminate or they all eliminate foreign products from the Japanese market. And that was more than 10, 20 years ago. But we have now plenty of products from China, Korea, Europe, and America. But in order to develop your economy and industry, this is very important. This is a big picture of Mongolian economy. You have various sectors, financial sector. They are hurting all the sectors because the interest rate is high. Trading sector, construction sector, government sector, agriculture sector, government sector, they're hurting. People are hurt by polluted air. We have Mr. Tsolmon here in the Ministry of Tourism. If you clean the air in winter, you can start a new concept of winter sports. Mongolia is at the highland, therefore it's ideal for athletic people to train. Winter Olympic Committee members are struggling to find appropriate place to do winter sports because no snows. In Japan, no snows, only Hokkaido. Many people from Australia come to Japan and do skiing. From Australia to Japan, Hokkaido, so far. A lot of people from other countries also, Europe, America, they don't have snows. Many jumping, big jump places, formerly good for Winter Olympics, are not available now. They have to do artificial snowing. Okay? But Mongolia has plenty of room, although it is warming. Polluted air, if you invest $100 million to clean the air in winter, you can have $1 billion. Every year, you invest $100 million in Mongolia one time, and you have every year $1 billion. If you look at 1997 in Bali, Indonesia, it's a small island. Bali is making $3 billion from tourists. $1 billion is not difficult at all. $1 billion is just a cup of coffee. If you're wise, you can do this, and you can have $1 billion. But a lot of political people, maybe parliament members, are getting some small money, $1 million, $2 million. That's nothing. $1 billion, $1 billion. You can get it. It's only your logical, analytical power, same as Buddha. Cause and effect. Yeah? Cause and effect. This is science. This is engineering. I appreciate the Mongolian song this morning. We do have that. Unfortunately, we have Korean friends here. I'm not accusing Korean, literature, but Koreans don't have now Chinese characters. But for Japanese, Chinese characters are important. A lot of Japanese criticize Chinese are doing something, they are not behaving well, something strange, doing something wrong. It doesn't matter. Good things are good. So we keep Chinese characters. And we write this. This is a Japanese song. The samurai was practicing. This is Japanese opera. Ukitaru kumono yukuye oba. Ukitaru kumono yukuye oba. This is Japanese opera. But these are practice, and I appreciate having traditional Mongolian culture. This is good. And what I want to say is Japanese apply good ideas. And Japanese don't care who. Japanese care what. Japanese accept what is good. So we apply good ideas from abroad, China, USA, Russia, Germany, France, anywhere. I don't care. We don't care. Just we apply and keep them, and apply in our country, as Singaporeans did. They applied Japanese management concept in manufacturing sector to the government. They do like this. Good Japanese management is employment rate is very low. Crime rate, 1980s was less than 1% of USA. Crime rate is also very small. Working in a Japanese company, I found in a UK TV program. I was as a student at a language school in UK. British woman told it's like a heaven. Japanese company is like a heaven. So different from other British companies. In Numi 1984, Numi, a joint venture in California, US, between Toyota and GM. They had totally different idea. Japanese management is very, very different, Plant manager is always calm and smiley and saying, let's find the root cause and asking why, huh? Always speaking silently. Why can he manage the whole organization? But management is like that. You don't have to shout. I'm shouting. Sorry. This is a Kaizen as a strategy. Kaizen is like this. Very small step. You will never fail. If you apply Kaizen, you will never fail. No failure. 0% of failure if you apply Kaizen. Because you know you can do this, so you do this. I'm not saying in the Olympics, like Olympics, you have to jump over 8 meters, 10 meters on one jump. That's not Kaizen. You go like this, every step, and you praise yourself, you love yourself. You accept what you are. You accept what you are. Loving yourself is very difficult. But you have to accept, because you are you. This is here. If you improve 0.05%, yearly difference is 20%. If individually improve your performance by 20% yearly, it's a tremendous miracle. If you apply this to all people, then you can create a miracle, of course. Why Kaizen is powerful? It never fails. It starts from love yourself and accept what you are. Love is different from like because love includes self-commitment. Important concept. I created a song of Kaizen. Kaizen, Kaizen, continuous improvement. Kaizen, Kaizen, continuous improvement. It is a wonderful. Let us do great success. Let us a small target. We will never fail for a day and a week, for a month and a year. Motto Kaizen. continuous improvement. The second one, because we can do more about it if we try. Unless we challenge it, we will never make it. This is samurai spirit. We challenge. Very important. And you're worried. Can we do that? This is management, you know. All presidents are worried because no one knows the future. But challenge. Brainstorming. I think I will skip it. Everybody knows why. This is why. Why was he injured? This is a concept from Toyota. They ask why? Why you did it? You have problem. Why? Okay? You are encouraged to ask why. But in many schools, professors are great guys, and students cannot ask questions. If I ask a question, students feel, oh, I should not ask a question. I must be stupid. No. They can ask questions. Why was he injured? This is a Kazakhstan case. A truck driver was injured. Why was he injured? Because he was in a hurry. Why was he in a hurry? Because the site manager was angry. Why was the site manager was angry? Because the blocks were not delivered yesterday as scheduled. Why did it happen? Because the delivery schedule sheet had a mistake. Why a mistake? Because the information from the project manager to the logistics was not well checked. Solution is to improve the checking system. In Kazakhstan, the president, my client said, the truck driver was injured and now in a hospital. Why did it happen? I said. And then she said, he is stupid. No. Ask why, and improve your management. Kaizen, you can improve Kaizen to any human activity, engineering, product development, research, language training, singing, sports, medicine, health enhancement. At one time in the Olympics, field trucks, short trucks. I saw final one, only Japanese and others are other nationalities, but they are all black. Japanese and black. This is the power of Kaizen. They improve every day, you know. They love themselves, accept what they are. They analyze themselves. Loving yourself for children is not very easy. They get a bad score in examination, they don't want to see it. I was a child, I didn't like it. Bad score. My teacher, my parents said, you're so poor. So I forget. I want to forget. That's not loving yourself. Loving yourself is accept what you are, so you look at yourself. My singing is good. I applied this. Only 4 years ago, my improvement is tremendous. Almost like 3 times as others in a music school. Why? Because most of the other students don't want to listen to what you're singing because your singing is not very good. But I accept what I am. Even 5 seconds, 3 seconds, 2 seconds, your voice can be very good. If you extend it, then you can have great singer. Problem in the Mongolian management is wrong leader's image. We do not neither need hero nor shouting. Maybe I think this is influenced by communistic approach. We need a hero. We need a Stalin. We need something. No, we don't need hero. All people can think. Like this, a single mainframe computer must be replaced by many PCs. All people can think. All people can improve. Too many directions from the top without knowledge at the bottom. Because if you're a dictator, not a democratic, if you are a democratic dictator, you don't know what's going on in the market, but you just say directions. It's crazy. Yeah? Some can think well, but their capacities are just ignored. Inadequate value concept. Bottom-up approach should be implemented top-down. Top-down is necessary, but bottom-up is more important. The top people will know the market. I see that Mongolia has great society. This is different from other countries, and Mongolians don't realize this. So many girls, so many ladies are vocal. They talk to men, men talk to women. In other countries, you can't talk. I can't talk to women. I will be killed if I talk to a wife of somebody, you know. It depends on the culture. You can talk to anybody. This is a great society already. And also, society is very much kind of fair. Of course, you have problems there. If you look at problems, any countries have problems, but you have good, and government is good. Government is the best in all CIS and Russia and others. Government is the best. They are pro-business, very good. But they don't have national strategy properly. That's a problem. You need to solve dilemma between politics and economics. Any organization in Mongolia should take advantage of good Japanese management practice. If I'm saying Japanese management, but this is a combination of so many. Russian, German, French, American, and so on. They don't care. But just I said Japanese, because I'm Japanese. Kaizen concept, believing the legacy of the Soviet style of management. Management in Mongolia is keeping weak points of the Western Russian management, but the people are comparatively well educated, and the government and the society have kept good stance. You are one of the good doing business index. The World Bank is 56. This is quite good. Once Mongolian people understand and apply good management practice, you will see miracles. I'm sure that you can create miracles. Yeah? Thank you very much.